All right, gather around, listen to me. Okay, got some more talking to do. Ready? Okay, so all climbing. So, if the Germans were winning the Second World War with the Panzer IV, why did they build the Panther tank, Panzer V, in the middle of the war? They built this. Why?
For the T-34.
All right, that is true. Well done. Top marks. Here's the extra bonus point. What did the Germans do in June of 1941?
Build the Panther.
No. What did the Germans do in the June of 1941?
Invade.
Who?
Russians.
Well done. That's extra bonus point for you.
He gave it.
All right, and then I'll deduct the bonus point. What were you going to say?
Russia.
Russia. Well done. You get the bonus point. Okay. So what happened was Germany invaded Russia with that tank, and they came up against this tank. And this was the best tank of the Second World War, the Russian T-34 76. The Russians had sloped armor, diesel engines. They had a 76mm gun, which was much bigger than the Panzer IV right now has a gun that was installed after 1943. When they invaded Russia, the gun on the Panzer IV was about this long. That was it. So when it came up against this gun, it was really outgunned. The Russians are queens of cheap, quick, and simple. All their tanks, they just bang them together, and they're robust. And on YouTube today, you can see movies where they drag these tanks out of swamps. They've been in water for 70 years. They drag them out, change the fuel, the batteries, turn that sucker, and starts up again. That's how good the Russian tanks are. So the Russians were first to use sloped armor. What's sloped armor? What does that mean? Sloped armor is the concept. I'm going to say this one. Sloped armor is the concept of you take a piece of steel 2 inches thick on a vertical plane. To get in there, you've got to go through 2 inches of steel, right? Well, if I lay that slab at 30-degree angles, I've now got to go through 3.5 inches of steel to get in there. All right? So I have the weight benefit of 2, but the actual protection of 3.5. Plus, you get that ricochet effect going as well, right? So diesel engines, the Russians had diesel, everyone else had gasoline. Diesel, much easier to start in the snow, in the winter, right? You know, heaters on the injectors. And the Russians added a compressed air chamber to their engines. So there was enough stored compressed air, so in the morning, you could start to get those pistons going over, okay? Diesel engines, you could start a fire underneath one, and it'd be okay. Under a gasoline engine, don't want to do that. What else about the Russians? Look at the Panther. The Panther is like the Porsche of tanks. Look at the beautiful welds and finishes on this thing. It's like a work of art, right? Well, the Russians didn't bother with that. They just slapped these things together. I mean, look at the finish on these. There is no finish. They just went for it, man. They just, you know. But what that means is the Russians made 70,000 of these. The Germans only ever made 6,000 Panther tanks. 70,000, 6,000. You see the problem with that, don't you? Doesn't matter how good your tank is, if the other guy's got 10 of them against you, one of them's going to get you, right? Well, that was how we won the war, pretty much. The best demonstrations of how the Russians think are two things. One is, on my side there's a log, on the other side there's a saw and some cables for holding the logs onto something. Well, when the tank gets stuck in the mud, because tanks get stuck in the mud, and the tracks are just spinning in the mud, those cables strap that log through these holes, and the tracks drag the logs under the belly of the tank, and it helps it get out of the muddy situation, okay? Now the next thing, on the Panther, the tank tracks, the Germans have engineered a beautiful piece of engineering. Look at that. That's a cotter pin and drilling and manufacturing, right? Beautiful. What the Russians do? All the Russians did was slide a single bolt all the way through with a cap at one end only. What that means is, as the tracks are going round, that bolt is working its way out. It's going to fall out, all right? Well, to stop it from falling out, on both sides of the tank at the back, you can stay down there, Mummy, I'll show you. There's a ridge of steel welded on right there. So watch my hands. So as the bolt is working its way loose, it comes to that ridge of steel, and it gets pushed back in again every time it comes back out. Okay? Cheap, quick, and simple. That's how the Russians make their stuff, man. So children, look.
And it makes it easier to fix the tracks. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Look, it's the Mickey Mouse tank. Mickey Mouse.
The Germans nicknamed that, right?
What else? So here's the question then, if this is the best tank of the Second World War, why were the Russians handed a new rear end for the first 2 years of the war?
They had very terrible coordination between the units.
Excellent, because
they
had no radios.
Yes.
Very few.
And also they only had like 300 T-34s in comparison.
Okay, there's that too. And some of the early ones had no gun sights as well. They had to look down the barrel to aim the gun. That's the other problem you got there. Plus the Russians are just so chaotic. Anyway, I mean, I think, what are you going to do? But because it's diesel fuel, you can hang fuel tanks off of Russian tanks. Because a bullet isn't going to explode the fuel. The fuel will leak out, but to ignite diesel fuel, it takes a lot to get it going, you know? So there we go. Okay, so before we get in it, let's just why this one? So, Panzer IV invades Russia. Germans come up against this. Germans build the Panther to deal with this, okay? Now the Russians are stuck. In July of 1943, when that thing comes out, the Russians go, what do we do now? You know, we need a bigger gun to penetrate that tank. Well, guess what? Our turret isn't big enough for the 85mm gun that we need. We're going to have to build a whole new turret. And that's what we see going on here. So the T-34 is the same body of the tank with a whole new turret on it.
Hey, if they want to hear that run, we'll fire it up. We're going to go to lunch.
Okay, so let's do it. So they're going to try and start a tank engine. They'll be trying to get one going. So follow Dick and go listen to our tank engine. Alright.
Hey, get our eardrums blown out. Huh? Get our eardrums blown out, alright. Oh, this tank.
Yo, this echoes. You want to stand close to the door? Are you guys following them?
No, the noise is gonna be bad. Okay. Oh, the
A3E8. Look, Edric, the Sherman A3E8.
Yep. But they're about to start M47.
Okay.
Ooh. That's supposed to happen.
Is it?
I wonder if they actually could drive it down.
No, they can't drive it.
Why?
They're trying to fix it, get it work.
It does work.
Barely.
I realized how long the paper was when I woke up.
Doesn't.
Think of that machine like that. It's a Soviet 50 caliber machine.
Oh yeah, this is Russian too. Pretty cool.
Obviously.
It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Which one's the one in about?
It's not here. It's a T90. This is a T72. This is the one before it. Though,
Yeah.
So good enough.
It looks the same.
I know. That's why it's very hard to distinguish. I look at it.
I know for sure it's not that, like the one in the game, for sure, obviously, because
I
the
know.
front's completely different. But
Ooh. So why is there a hat on the T-34? Is it someone's hat? Your hat.
oh, that's your head. Okay.
I know whose hat this is.
Is it Chieftain's?
You know it?
I saw his videos here. And actually his videos actually showed me that this place was still running. I was like, oh yeah, check it out.
This is his hat. He left it here.
Why did he leave it here?
Because he works for World of Tanks, and they came up here this week, and they were, they've taped. The reason they're starting them is because they're taping the sounds of the engines, and they're going to make sure the engine sounds in the game are the same sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So he was here. Moran, Rich Moran is there.
Yep.
Left his hat.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, that's right.
He's the chieftain, right?
Mm-hmm. His most recent video was on the Panther.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
I didn't know he leave the Panther though. He's gonna come back though, right?
Yes, for his hat. Okay, so the Russian T-34-85. We understand the story now of why it exists. Let's just go and get in this. So what we'll do with this one is we'll get into that hatch and climb all the way through and come out of the front. So you stay and help get out the front.
Gotcha.
Unless they're suicide.
Alright, let's go.
That's where they get out.
That's small as it.
But I remember that one video? You had to crawl out here.
Yeah.
Are you following us? Okay, that's cool.
Wow,
Good luck.
this is very like. This is like a character.
In here.
Oh, a place to fall off.
That's very high.
It is. But you can do it. Okay.
Jonas, take it easy in there.
I know.
He's out. You out the front. You'll see him at the front.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, into the commander.
This is very high.
Well, you don't have to get in if you don't want.
How simple it is in there? Do you remember how complicated the Panther was? This is the way the Russians made it. They made it so it's super simple.
Oh, no turret basket, that's right.
This is how you go.
What do you mean no
Thank
turret
you. No
basket?
turret basket.
Huh?
So as he pointed out, all the other tanks had a turret basket. So when the turret moved, the floor moves with you. The Russians didn't bother with that. So when the Russian turret moved, you're standing there, you have to remember to move around with it.
Or your legs get cut off.
See,
Wow.
and you get
No seats?
the seats fold down, they're on springs.
Oh no, but the commander doesn't look like he has his seats.
Yeah, this turret. You want help? You can do it. Feet, hands either side. Yeah, it's a machine gun.
Wait, can I lower the seat?
Yeah.
Wait,
Push your foot on it, push it down.
it's hard to push.
I know it's hard. Nothing's easy in tanks. And just stand on the edge.
Yeah, look at the cost.
But I'm right here.
Oh, so 22 million. T-34s, you can. Yuri, how much T-34s? They're about $250,000 you can buy them for?
Yeah, about
Well, Mama, that one they had to cut, like, restore it.
It's rarity. Only 23 of those left in the world. There's several thousand of these things left. So it's availability.
There's some countries that still use them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this one. Oh, I thought you were looking at the Panther.
Or something. Or
Serbians will use them in the 90s.
Yeah,
Well, finally, you're down. Are you down yet?
No, I can't feel the floor.
I don't tell you, man. You're going to have to like.
I know, I'm trying.
There you go. I can feel it happening. There you go.
Got the hatch handle.
Got the hat. Don't worry about the hat. You on the floor.
Why is the floor so deep? Ah!
There you go. You made it.
Well, I can't see anything. Oh,
You
there
got
it is.
down shorter than I did. Get your head out. The barrel's right there.
Oh, this object is very simple. Okay. You wanna come? Yeah, I'll move over to the
Oh
loader
my
seat.
god.
Jonas.
He's shaking his head. He's asking himself, do I really want to get in this thing?
I'm going right back.
Oh, you better make a decision quick because I'm coming back because I can't squeeze over to the loader seat after all.
I'm going right back in.
Well, you gotta wait that other people will have their turn, alright?
Hey.
No, I can't. It's a mistake.
Ah.
But I think you can fit two people.
No, I
Yeah,
want
you
this
got more
thing.
space enough. You got enough space for two people here.
Okay.
The gunner will be right in the front and
Yeah,
the
that's right.
commander in the back.
Alright, well then you two buddy up and do that.
Can I get out now?
I'll just lower the gunner seat. I was spring like that. Yeah, gonna put your feet on this first.
Am I moving the machine gun?
Grab your hands on the handle here.
Am I moving the machine gun?
Yes, you are.
Oh,
Okay,
cool.
and then just lower yourself down. Don't worry.
Look. Don't
very
go to the
uncomfortable.
machine gun.
They sacrifice comfort for
a ghost.
production. Okay. Oh, yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it.
Jonas, can you see your dad?
Okay, so this is the gun, right? This is the gun. This is the optic. Squeeze it. It looks nice. This is the way you
No,
move the
I
gun.
can't see my
Here.
dad.
That
Oh, I
looks-
just saw.
We really can't switch.
I just saw you.
I'll just climb out. Actually, I can't climb out, huh?
Because this door, don't hold on to that.
Okay, I can't go out through down there.
I know. The small kids can, but
Okay, let me just, Nathan, try squeezing yourself behind the gun. I'll climb out first.
Okay, who's coming over here?
I cannot. It is too small.
It's too small because the adult kids are not coming out that way.
What's that? Huh?
That's small.
I know, I will, but... No, Baba, I cannot. It's too small. I can't squeeze through.
I found a sign that says D.
I can't, you can barely see me. Where's Nathan? Oh, Nathan.
He's thinking about it. He's going for it.
Watch your step, guys.
This is terrible.
Oh my gosh, look. Step into the engine. You step
It's
in
just the back of the seat fell down, that's fine.
Oh.
I'd rather you not step.
Okay, I'm done.
Alright.
I want to get out the big way. I want to get in the big way.
I have to climb up. Can you please move? I
Yeah,
need to move my legs.
Jonas, you need to get out the way, buddy.
Whoa, screws. Old screws and stuff.
Nice.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm going big again.
They had to fight in this?
I know, make the holes bigger at least.
I don't think they were concerned with that.
Alright, we're getting down now.
Okay, actually the holes were the better part of the tank.
I think the hole should be hollow like a tunnel,
Alright.
and you could just slip down.
There you go. There, everyone's coming down. You got it? Alright.
No, not to the front? No?
Alright, get out.
Okay. You need help?
How did you get out?
I went to the gunner, the commander. There's a lot of handles.
Climb up the... Yeah, you know.
I'm surprised he made it to the loader stage. I can't even squeeze myself in there. So how did he get the two T-34? He just bought them from somebody? Like that?
Yuri, where do you get these from?
So I think one of them he got locally from the United States.
One handle here,
Yeah.
you can
One
pull
of
your
them
stuff
bought
up,
off of,
use your
Greg
legs,
Taylor.
yeah. Watch out for the
Greg Taylor
periscope on.
restored both of them for him.
Oh.
But yeah,
Oh.
one of them belonged to Greg Taylor.
Really?
This is a T-34.
There's a good movie on YouTube. Panther versus Sherman versus Pershing. Black and white combat footage of the three tanks fighting.
Persian.
Well, who wins? Are you speaking English right now or German?